How's it hanging, dudes? Dudettes? See, I told you, I'm inclusive, Jerry. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the absolute sloppy gutter of a state Warzone is in right now. I mean, you have streamers calling each other out for VPNs or soft cheating, if you will, with COD Tracker proving 100% skill-based matchmaking is being gained on. We have clip whores editing sus clips to make it look so much worse. You have mostly legit streamers rage quitting and uninstalling on the daily. As soon as the anti-cheat hits, then sus players' guns start doing nothing to enemies, and all of a sudden skill-based hit reg is a thing when it never was before, or it would be obvious and called out legit years ago. You have hack hunters constantly infighting, holding grudges, and calling each other out for silly mistakes, totally ignoring their mutual common goal, and embarrassing their fans and broader community by not keeping it in the DMs. You have glitches in game and with software causing people to confuse and second guess what they see, making them feel, like at fault. And then you have Triple B contradicting himself and every turn, seemingly trying to keep everyone happy. And well, let's just take a step back and get a good picture of the last couple of days. I'll share my opinions, and I'm curious to see what any of you think below. By the way, thanks for all the love in the last few videos. Feels good to get this channel kind of rolling again. Even just a tiny bit. So, VPNs. Making people like Biffle look extremely legit, let's be honest. Not saying he isn't or is, I'm just saying. It's really is like a soft form of cheating, VPNs. It's not walls, it's not aimbot, it's not macros or scripts, right? VPN usage, reverse boosting and stuff like that has been normalized to the point of streamers like Raw calling Huskers out for using it, and in the same breath saying he doesn't have a problem with it so long as you disclose it. Raw, that doesn't make it not cheating, right? Tim is notorious for his homeschooled brain. Sorry, Tim. Truth hurts. So when he gets baited by Huskers, his ego overrides his brain, and he blurts out everyone who uses VPNs right off the top of his head.
Hey, thanks for the VPN lobby. Hey, thanks for the VPN lobby, dude. Appreciate it. Where'd you take us?
The whitelist, Tim.
Did you take us to Venezuela?
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, thanks for the VPN, Tim.
Tim's got the goods.
Teep, Huskers, and Doug all VPN to Guatemala. This is proof that all these big streamers VPN.
You can say it's in jest, but Tim was clearly speaking without thinking, and COD Tracker, as Raw points out, shows Huskers absolutely cranking out a majority of his games in a sub 1, sometimes as low as a 0.6 and 0.7 KD lobby. Headband is exposing Z-Laner for the same thing. I exposed, I can't even talk today, guys. Swag's world record win under a VPN. So, alright, so this is where the D-Riders, come in the comments after taking the Elmer's glue out of their mouths, and they start to say, it's not cheating, it's not a bannable thing because it's not on the report player user interface window, so you're a bot. Or they'd say something like, they're just joking and they don't use it because they are rotational aim assist gods among men and would never do anything wrong, ever. Not a single one. They are so virtuous. Basically Christ himself. Another person might type. So, what I would have to say is stop eating the glue. Rewatch this when you're, at least older than 12, because it is against the terms of service. And I quote, gain against the skill-based system in any way, unquote. Just because your favorite Warzone daddy says it's okay doesn't make them Activision. Which brings me to the next topic. AOI did a good video about these two clips.
Alright, so there's been a clip going around of Pieman, and it looks like he has an aimbot snap, and actually I think this is not an aimbot at all. I think it's a glitch. And I say this because I actually accidentally accused someone for an aimbot snap similar to this. His name was Ocean Ops, and he had something similar happen, but he was on controller and it snapped from foot to chest. But now I look at it, it's the second time I've seen this. It seems to be a prone to standing glitch, which I didn't even think was a thing. So Mr. Ocean, I do actually apologize for my video on you. I have unlisted it and I'll link your channel in the description. So yeah, let's look at this clip. It looks a bit fucked, doesn't it? See, Warzone Nation, little shit stains are cutting out the prone part. He goes prone, and then boom, standing. This is what I'm talking about. I don't think that's aimbot at all now, because I seen this happen to this guy, and I accidentally accused this guy, and now I feel like shit. Oh, I hate being wrong, but when you're wrong, innit? So yeah, watch this. See that? Same thing, prone to standing. Slow down. Prone, standing. Yeah, I don't think anyone knew what this was at the time, because I had so many excuses about this, from aim assist to fucking stick drift to missing frames, and I checked all three and it was neither. But this is the second time now I've seen this happen. For when someone goes prone, they somehow go back to standing like instantly. I don't know what's causing that. Maybe it's something to do with the stim. Could be. Anyways, yeah. So I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on that.
His position is that he thought it was aimbot, and now he is sure it's a glitch and issued an apology. But in the comments, he admits he isn't exactly sure which kind of glitch and cannot, without any reasonable doubt, say that it isn't totally just a legit in-game glitch, and thus is confident in making his correction. I respect that. But I do respectfully disagree, because you can say that for the same third-party software or hardware. It could easily be a combination of any illegal software like Cronus or other macros, or legal stuff like DS4, which acts alongside whatever in-game circumstances happen, which leads to this auto head glitch snap thing. You can't deny it without reasonable doubt that it could be a sus glitch and not an legit in-game glitch, or a combination of both. Why do I feel confident in saying that? Well, because the only 2 clips out there are from extremely sus players who have been highly accused in the past by both hack hunters and their own peers. If this was a common in-game glitch, then you would see it everywhere, from everyday average Joe bots, like players, like the stim glitch was, back in Verdansk. People run stims so often that this would happen often enough to a regular non-sus player to where we would see more than 2 clips, right? And Activision just released patch notes of all kinds of bugs and glitches fixed, and guess what isn't on there? This glitch. Maybe because it's not as prevalent, but again, that remains to be seen. AOI has called out Warzone Nation for deceptively editing the first clip, and has set someone out to try and recreate it. So I'll be curious to see what comes of that. But again, it should happen often enough to everyday people, and I run stims myself. Never seen this happen. Doesn't make it 100% because it's anecdotal evidence on my part. So without clips, I don't want to see any chalk biter in the comments saying happens to me all the time, really? Well, send a clip, because right now there are only 2 that exist, and if it happens all the time, you should be able to get clips all the time, right? Okay, so moving on. You have mostly legit or 100% legit players quitting and uninstalling. Doc, has his character, a sweat dripping 2-time back-to-back 19. You get it. You get the epicness, right? Okay, uninstalling all the time, every day. He's mad beyond his character, actually frustrated, gives actual feedback. Nick Merckx actually abandoned the game altogether, calling, tourneys dirty. So, it's, I'm not saying he's completely, legit, because there's been some unlock all things in the past, but anyway, actual players who don't overtly cheat are, getting upset and mad. Tourneys are dirty. These are pros saying that, right? And then you have other pros who just laugh it off and pretend like, oh, nothing's wrong and everything's perfect and everybody else is just bots, right? Then this brings us to Triple B. He's contradicting himself at every step at this point, especially on his stream the other day. He says you can't say 100% cheating if there isn't a cheat menu pop up on screen, almost like he's addressing every hack hunter as if he's like their god or something like that, and these are the rules you have to abide by. Like, what? So reverse boosting VPNs and Dumas and Cronus and strike packs, which anyone can buy at GameStop, DS4 windows, exploiting glitches, and the list goes on and on and on. All of those aren't cheating. They don't take a menu to pop up for you to be able to see that, right? Or to at least be able to accurately suss somebody out for those things. But then he goes on to upload a video the very next day giving rah-rah props for exposing Huskers and his VPN. There was no cheats on screen there, BBB, you know, and he words it, BBB words it as if there is no other way unless there is a hidden, which still means cheating or exploiting, type of way that maybe BBB is unaware of that, you know, helps you get low KD lobbies. Either way, it's gaining the skill-based system. That's cheating. And it doesn't take a menu to pop up. So, like, I thought you had to have a menu pop up, BBB. What are we doing here, right? Like, what are we doing, guys? There seems to be, like, such an intellectual disconnect. Everyone went from calling out people right or wrong, regardless, questions should still be asked. And now it seems like there's a lot of, you know, open room for being like, well, maybe we're wrong a lot. And I don't understand that, right? You should have the courage to stick by your convictions unless you're 100% proven wrong. Right? So, you know, I don't understand. Remember, we ask the questions and bring the evidence up to the sus streamer in question. It's up to them to show that they are legit, and it shouldn't be hard. Pro CDL players do it every single day. They submit their controllers and PCs for a third-party scan, but every content creator who plays in unchecked online tourneys, the only way of defending themselves is to laugh it off and pretend they are hiding in plain sight. If you know, they aren't cheating. If they aren't hard cheating, they're soft cheating. 100% triple B. Law of probability guarantees a certain amount due anyway. And hell, Tim even made a video with the VPN in the title. Cheating has been normalized, and the Pacifier Graduation Squeaker Club are too blind by the glory of their beloved streamer to ever stop and acknowledge actual evidence. They are the same people who still believe in Santa Claus after all. So we should stay vigilant and not quick to upload, but also not quick to apologize without being proven 100% wrong. So the older folk can actually wrap their head around the absolute polo caca state of the most toxic community in the business. And until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the